A lot of you beginner wholesalers are using these contracts, not even understanding what you're putting your name onto. So I'm going to go over the 5 most important sections that I use in my contract so you guys can start negotiating and signing better deals. First things first, I am not a licensed attorney. This is not me giving legal advice. This is just my opinion. So when you see schmucks on the internet talking about contracts, always do your due diligence, even when it's me. All right, let's start with the easy stuff first. Closing date. Always give yourself enough time to find a buyer. I typically like to do about 30 days, but when I got a buyer ready to go, sometimes I do 7. But if you're a beginner, give yourself about 45 to 60 days and make sure the seller can agree to it. Now for number 2 and 3, make sure somewhere in your contract you're saying that it is as is. You're buying the property in as is condition. The sellers always like that, so they don't got to touch the property. Number 3 is the inspection of the property. Probably the most important part of your contract to protect you as a wholesaler. For the inspection of the property, again, you want to give yourself enough time to find a buyer because you can back out within your inspection period without having any sort of repercussions like losing your earnest money or things like that. Personally, I typically like to give myself 7 to 14 days for an inspection. Now, number 4, it's totally optional. Me personally, I like to use this because it looks good on paper to the seller, but saying that the buyer shall pay for all normal closing costs. Now, be careful. Make sure to include that does not include involuntary or voluntary liens against the property. You don't want to pay their mortgage, their water bill, their taxes, and all that other bullshit. You just want to be like, hey, I'm a nice guy. Let me pay the closing costs. For number 5, again, it's another optional one. Depending on what title company you're working with, you might want to be using this. You want to be able to say that buyer may assign this agreement. Some title companies might not be dealing with assignment contracts, but as long as you put it in there saying that this contract may be assigned, you should be in the clear. And I lied, there's actually 6, so you're in for a bonus. This 6th one is another one that I love to use because it gives the seller a little bit more relief to want to sign the contract on the spot. This one is the attorney modification period. Take a look. In simple terms, this attorney modification period basically allows the seller to sign the contract today, but if they want to go to the attorney and change up some of the terms within there and modify them, it gives them enough time to do so. Me, typically, I like to give them 3 to 5 business days, sometimes 7 if I'm feeling generous. Now, the thing about that modification period, the one thing that they are not allowed to change is the purchase price. So it really allows them to relieve any more pressure that there might be because people love to work with their attorneys and get advice from them. So another thing that I love to have on there. If you found this video helpful, please like and follow if you want more of this kind of content. And if you want a copy of this contract, it's going to be in the link in my bio. Right now, I'm giving it away completely free, so get it while you can. If you want a part 2 on the assignment contract, comment part 2, and tomorrow I'll post a video explaining how to write up an assignment contract with your buyer.